I grew up in the 90s, so for about the first 13 years of my life, I didn't have free, unlimited access to reviews of games or movies. Now, I'm 31 years old, and I think it's time to review some of the vintage games and movies of my childhood, which is why the P3 Network welcomes you to Classic Reviews with Bob O. Hey, and literally our third show in one day recording. This is Vintage Reviews with Bob O.
This is the longest Bob's kept me out of the basement for.
I know, right?
Thank you.
I am Bob O, the independent Pokemon champion. I am joined by, actually, not only the Pokemon Stadium champion, Charisma. Waiting for her to say hi, but apparently... Did we lose her again?
Probably.
Fuck, I think we lost her again. I'm also joined, as you can hear, by the one and only Umce.
Yeah, and
Hello?
I didn't... Hi
Oh,
again.
hey, there she is. Okay.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, well,
I'm trying.
I literally just threw you into another podcast with, with 12 seconds of warning, so... I mean, to be fair.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
So, we are back. I want to apologize to everybody for the literal 3-week hiatus we took from Vintage Reviews.
It's not my fault.
I know, it's really not your fault.
It's all my fault, for all you know.
It's really not. I mean, I had a lot of work to do. You know, you had your kid, I had my kid. It's okay. It happens. So we're going to jump right into it because there's actually a lot of this game left, and I didn't realize just how much of this game is left. We might even have to do a 3-parter. But I promise this time, if we do have to do a 3-parter, I do promise you that it will not be another 3 weeks before you get the third part of this podcast. I would feel awful, just saying.
I wouldn't, but I'm a monster.
I mean, yes. So we were in Cianwood City, the fighting gym.
With Chucky.
Yes, Chucky and his Primeape, which the Primeape was the easy thing to get through.
Oh, I love Primeape so much.
But, you know, it was the easiest. It was the easiest one to take care of. But then you had to deal with that stinking Poliwrath.
Oh, the Poliwrath was rough.
I mean, he was a level 30 Poliwrath to that level 27 Primeape. So you go in there and you blast him with your psychic types. And then you get Poliwrath, who's like, oh, you have psychic? Well, I have a superior special defense.
There's a movie coming out about a mobile home. I just saw the trailer.
Oh.
That's great.
God.
I love it so much.
I filled the void of silence.
I hate you so much for that. You could have at least made a Pokemon pun.
I appreciate you for that.
Could have at least made a Pokemon pun.
I'd like to take a look at you, but from this distance, I just have to peek at you.
All right.
Such an original joke.
So,
I know.
The other reason you're actually in Cianwood City is to get the potion for the sick. Yep, for the extremely sick Ampharos.
Ampharos, the super cutie who evolves from the Mareep.
Yup, and belongs to the gym leader of Olivine City, Jasmine.
Oh yeah, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Oh my God.
You know,
Could you? Not you. Sorry.
Okay.
Going.
So Jasmine is, in my
Steel
personal,
type.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my personal opinion, the easiest gym in the entirety of the thing, other than the flying gym at the beginning.
That gym can fly?
Yeah.
Nice.
I know, right? Jasmine has 3 Pokemon. and they're all in the level 30 range, 30, 30, and 35. And it's Magnemite, and Steelix.
Which, if you chose the right starter for this game, you rape.
Oh,
you rape
easily.
everything.
Yeah. I mean, because by this time you have a Typhlosion, most likely.
Yup.
So you're laying waste to these puny steel types. And the mineral badge becomes yours very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Super quickly.
I'm going to be real with you. Last thing I remember is getting a Ho-Oh at level, 12. I threw a lot of Pokeballs at it.
Okay. I don't know how you got it at level 12, because you had to have a lot of stuff to get it.
Dude, I was 10.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, then, so you get Iron Tail out of that, which if you have a Pikachu, good for you. You can teach it Iron Tail.
Which you probably don't.
If you have an Ampharos, you can teach that Iron Tail as well.
Yeah. Which is much more likely because Mareeps are way more likely than a Peekapoo.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that one. Pikachu, I didn't even have a Pikachu in my game until I got to the Safari Zone.
Right?
Yeah. But I did have a Slowbro. Slowbro wrecks things, and it's great. And then at this point, I'm pretty sure I had Typhlosion, Noctowl, Ampharos. I believe I had a Graveler, if not a Golem, because I did have a friend to trade with at that time.
You and your friends.
I know, right? Isn't it great?
No,
actually,
not really, because I never had people who wanted to trade with me.
Well, actually, I had my buddy Max, because I was still in middle school at this point. So Max and I would always trade back and forth, and he was and he's in New York. He's eventually going to be joining us someday for a podcast when he can. He works for he's a very busy man, especially this time of year. He works for the U.S. Post Office. And then, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I had a Raticate. And I don't remember what my last Pokemon was. I don't have my Game Boy with to talk about it, to actually look.
Jesus Christ.
I
Not
mean,
you.
yeah. So then the next stop for you is going to be Route 42. It's going to take you back to Mahogany Town, and you got to use surf to cross the water, and you can just skip all over the caves. Can't finish that area without waterfall anyway, so you just kind of go and you get to possibility of getting a Heracross or an Apom, and some rare Apricorns. Got to take on a fisherman who has a Quillfish, who you will just destroy because it's only level 18. Then you got a Pokemaniac with Nidorina and Nidorino, and Hiker Benjamin, who has a Diglett, a Dugtrio, and a Geodude.
Geodude.
And then suddenly, you're in Mahogany Town.
Mahogany.
That was Mahogany.
Mahogany.
And, the worst part about Mahogany Town is you gotta...
I got it.
Okay, apparently she's got it. Team Rocket is up to their usual tricks, and they have to shut down the Mahogany Town gym and block off the way to Route 44. So you got to go north and pay a lot of money to go up to Lake Rage.
Yeah.
Lake Rage, where you literally are just either going to get destroyed or
Catch your first shiny?
catch your first shiny ever. Probably. Let's just be fair. Whole bunch of trainers on this route too. Nothing too. If you've already beaten both of the gyms over, but we've had the 30 and 35s, this is a good place to raise your lower type Pokemon, your lower Pokemon. Get them up. Raise them. Because level 19 is the worst you have to deal with in this area. Oh, sorry, there's a Clefairy level 20. That'll give you flashbacks to fighting that stupid Wigglytuff. I think we lost Charisma again.
Probably.
No, I'm still here. I was just listening. I
But
was ever so politely listening.
that Clefairy will just give you some bad memories. And then you go forward to the Lake of Rage, where you meet for the first time Lance the Dragon Trainer. After you go and fight the Red Gyarados. He joins forces with you to go back to Mahogany Town and take on Team Rocket.
Oh, I love taking it. One day, I'm going to get to be on Team Rocket.
I really think that would be a great thing that they should do. Either, make a more adult Pokemon game. Maybe make it PG-13 or something like that, where you can choose to be on Team Rocket. Or, maybe somebody out there makes us a mod. But, yeah. So then you go and fight Team Rocket, who has an unhealthy fixation on Poison-type Pokemon and Rattata.
Has a healthy fixation on
Poison types. And Rattata.
Yeah.
And Rattata. You go down and you fight Team Rocket, and you defeat Team Rocket, and you get a golden nugget. Yeah.
Get that nuggy.
Fight an ass ton of grunts. Like, literally a frickin' ton of grunts. Figuring they all weigh about 200 pounds apiece. You got about 10 of them there. That's 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, some people yell at you for saying literally when you mean figuratively. No, this is literally a ton of grunts. Then you go to the Mahogany Town Gym, which in my opinion is actually the worst gym other than the Dragon Gym.
True.
Because it's ice types. And yes, you have a fire type that'll, do good.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to fight Piloswine, which is Price's strongest Pokemon. And it's a ground ice type, so you're just, normal damage against him.
Yeah.
But you fight on and you take on Price's Seal and his Dugong and his Piloswine. And if you've already beaten the other two gyms, like I said, this one's actually still a cakewalk because these are only 27, 29, and 31 level Pokemon. So after beating the 35 and the other ones, the 30s, you're in good shape coming out of Price with only level 30s. Then in the walkthrough, then in the walkthrough they send you back to Goldenrod because you got to go fight the Rockets again.
I think Charisma just died.
I think Charisma did just die.
Why did I die?
Oh.
We just heard a weird click.
It's because I itched my face and it hit my microphone.
Oh. So, Charisma, you and I talked about our feelings about Team Rocket, but we have not talked to Umce about how he feels about Team Rocket.
How do you feel about Team Rocket?
He's just staring at me like I'm the biggest dick in the world for
They're
putting
all
him
right.
on the spot. They're all right.
Yeah,
They're all right.
that's my opinion.
Okay.
I-
I don't know, Charisma. I just think he just wants to be here for comic relief.
That's fine.
So when you go to the radio tower to fight the station, fight at the radio station, you fight this rocket executive in one of the rooms, and he has 3 coughings. Oh, sorry, he has 5 level 30 coughings. 5. And a level 32 wheezing. Like, really, dude? You have 5 coughings and a wheezing? What the hell?
Yeah, because he was only nice to one of them, so it was the only one that evolved. The rest of them, he's just like, what the fuck? You're all at the same level. Get the fuck your shit together. He's a failure as a trainer because he's a Team Rocket person who doesn't love his Pokemon enough. He's not the true Pokemon master, James.
Exactly. Then you have to fight I believe you're fighting your rival, and he's added a Sneasel to his team. And, I mean, it's a Sneasel. And it's a level 32 Sneasel. And then you gotta fight his Feraligatr.
Feraligatr!
If you have a Typhlosion.
If you've chosen correctly.
If you've chosen correctly. And then you go and you fight a metric ton of, well, not a metric, imperial ton of grunts again.
Again and again and again. It's worth the XP, though. God, is it worth the XP?
Yes, it is, indeed. Some reason you just went to the speakers there, Charisma, so we're going to have a little bit of a double.
Go ahead and do it.
That's okay. I will figure it out, and hopefully that fixed it. We'll see.
Hello.
I fixed it. Yes. All right. I have talent. This is why I need to get another one of these.
Yeah.
One that isn't $1.
Yeah.
So anyway, then after that, you go back to the radio tower. You fight another 2 rocket executives. This one actually has some stuff that's, kind of a danger. You got an Arbok, a Murkrow, and a Vileplume for one of them. And then you have a Houndour, Coughing, and a Houndoom for the other one. So those might actually cause you a little bit of trouble. Those are mid-30s. So. Okay, then you go back to Route 44.
44!
And you finally continue your quest for the final Johto badge. And you fight some birds on the way there.
Some burbs.
And then you go on the ice path. I'm not going to go heavily into the ice path because it's literally one of the most frustrating.
When you're a child, playing the ice path is just like, what the fuck? I have been stuck in here for an hour. I have tried everything. And when you finally get it, you're like, seriously? For cereal? But for cereal, though?
For Rizzity Rizzle, yo.
For realsies, biatch.
And you finally arrive in the anime, the most awesome looking city. And in this, it just kind of looks at Blackthorn City. So, yeah. You arrive and you go to the gym, and it's a dragon-type gym.
The dragon-type gym, it's so pretty, though.
It is, and it has a nice stone shoving puzzle that you need to traverse to...
I'll shove your stones.
Ooh, my. Now, I don't know about you, Charisma, but for me, when I played this through the first time, when you fight Claire, it's not her it's not her 3 level 37 Dragonaires that are a problem.
It's not her. Say it again.
It's not her. It's not her 3 level 37 Dragonaires.
No.
It's her level 40 Kingdra.
Oh yeah.
That thing does not want to die.
Ever.
Ever.
Never ever.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
Oh my god.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you got. You could have all the ice in your repertoire. It doesn't matter.
There's an R in repertoire.
You know, if you're going to be a dick about it.
I gotta be.
Anyway. Then you go to Mount Mortar.
Sorry, AIDS.
Did you say Mount Mordor?
Mortar.
Mordor. One does not simply...
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Or Mount Mortar. So you go to Mount Mortar, then you go to the Tin Tower, and you catch whatever your additions. If you have gold, you catch Ho-Oh. If you have silver, you catch Lugia.
Lugia.
Loogies.
You go to the Whirl Islands and catch something.
Depression.
Probably. And then, finally, you get to Victory Road.
Oh, Victory Road. Where
How we
you
hate
enter
you.
Kanto.
Well, Victory Road...
And they tell you, you can't go into Kanto until you win the Johto League.
Yep.
Because fuck you, buddy.
And you're not wrong. That's how it feels. So, you're at Indigo Plateau. The Elite Four and the latest champion want to take you on. They're ready for you. You go in, you fight Will and his psychic Pokemon. You beat him with your new and improved Dark types. You take on Koga, and you just blast him with Psychic. You fight Bruno, and you blast him with Psychic. And then you fight Karen. Because apparently the Elite Four needed somebody named Karen.
For some reason, the name Karen, all I can think of is a soccer mom with like really short hair.
I was kind of thinking I need to speak with your manager.
That's actually what I was
Karen.
going with that. Alright, you know what? Fuck you, Karen. See, just say
I don't even know if I have any
flows
friends.
perfectly.
I don't think I have any friends.
My mother's
named
name is
Karen.
Karen.
Were you
Oh,
born
there you
literally
go.
any time before the 70s?
I don't have any
Me?
friends.
That's why you
I'm
don't
not
have
that
any.
old. My mom's name is Karen.
How old is she?
She turned 51.
And that's why.
I don't think her mom would be the can I speak to your manager type though. I really
No,
don't.
not usually my mom's, if she's mad, she's just gonna leave.
But anyway, Karen, honestly, Karen's the biggest bitch in the Elite Four. She has dark
a whore.
types.
Oh, that's valid.
But you take your fighting type, you go beat the shit out of the dark types. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to take on another jackass with dragons.
It's because dragons are bitches.
Lance. Go ahead.
Not to be mean, but Umce's gonna have to finish this with you because I'm gonna play Overwatch and
How much
talk to
longer
them.
do we have?
How much
Charisma, I was
longer?
actually gonna. I was gonna wrap it up here after the Elite Four, because other than fighting Red, there's really nothing. You go back through the original game.
True.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, you fight Red. He doesn't do anything but his Pokemon kick your ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
So...
And he has the coolest battle theme song. I don't care what anybody says.
You know, I agree with you on that one. So, that being said, we're good, Charisma, because I want to go home and watch NCIS. So,
well, I was gonna say, I think your show's coming on soon, isn't it, Matlock?
Yep. So I'm gonna run home. We're gonna come back next week or the week after, probably next week. Probably another Pokemon game, to be fair. I mean...
Oh, which game are we going to do after this? Oh, isn't it Ruby and Sapphire?
It's
now?
Ruby and Sapphire, which I officially own Alpha Sapphire now. So, yeah.
Nice.
We'll probably do all the Pokemon in 2-part episodes. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have that to look forward to.
Look forward to us ranting and raving about Pokemon like Spoink. Oh my god, we'll finally get to Spoink!
Yes.
I love Spoink.
I know. And we get to my favorite starter. Well, final evolution of a starter. The one, the only Blaziken. So.
Oh god! Oh, Blaziken, best chicken.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always for listening. This has been Vintage Reviews with Bobo, Charisma, and Umce, kind of.
For some reason.
For some reason, he was here. No one's quite sure.
He hasn't put me back in the basement yet, so...
I'm going to throw him in the basement right now.
Alright, I'll get my
you guys have
off.
fun playing in the... Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Have fun with the basement? Question mark? I'm scared.
I would be. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me.
I love you.
Good night, everybody.